topic of hair, let's talk about the products. So the products are the most important part of braided hair. Without the proper products, you're not gonna get those crispy parts and those neat braids that you see. Okay, so some of you guys might be wondering, how is it that some braiders get the hair to be so crisp, so neat, so intact, and so in place? And why is it that no two braiders' braids look alike? Why is it that some braiders' hair look really professional, and why is it that some braiders' hair look like the braids have been in for weeks or months? The secret behind that is the braiding gel. These are braiding gels. These are all different types of braiding gels. There are many more types of braiding gels on the market. These are just to name a few. So this is the secret behind how braiders get the hair to be crisp and neat. Some braiders choose not to use braiding gel while others use braiding gel. And I'm telling you guys that a braiding gel makes the difference. If your braider is not using braiding gel, if you don't want to use braiding gel in your hair, I mean, your braids might be okay, but they might not have that crispiness that you're looking for. They might not have that neatness that you're looking for. That is what a braiding gel is for. Braiding gel is to help to clean up those parts and to mold the hair into the braids to give it that finished final touch. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, there are so many different braiding gels on the market. When doing my clients' hair, I like to use certain products. Some of my videos, you might see that I have 2 bands on my hand. So those bands, they are gel pots. So they're what you put the braiding gel. So I'm going to show you the different types of braiding gel that you would use when you are, braiding the hair, molding the hair, parting the hair. So the first braiding gel is going to be this one, Shine and Jam in the red jar. So a lot of people might know this one. And by the way, these braiding gels, they are far from cheap. I mean, this jar itself, I think I paid about $15, and that's before taxes, for this specific jar. So this braid gel is perfect for defining your part. So once you're going ahead and parting that hair to create your blueprint that we talked about in another video, remember I told you guys it's best to map out the hair before you start to braid. This is what you're going to want to use to do this. The reason why I say this one is because it's not too thick, it's not overly thick where it's actually molding and holding the hair too firm and getting in your way when you're parting. When you're parting the hair, you don't want to use a product that's too hard and too thick because eventually it starts to flake and it just makes maneuvering through the hair very, very difficult. And you don't want the hair being molded and dried everywhere while you're still parting and cleaning up and defining your parts as you're braiding. So this is perfect to do that. And this is the Shine and Jam. This one, this has good hold to it. I won't say that it overly holds, but it's good for molding. It does get a little greasy after a while. And this is the Locks in Lock. This is also expensive. I think I paid about $20 for this, if I'm not mistaken, and that's before taxes. So this is good for molding. This is not very good for parting the hair. And this specific product, it does make the hair turn white. So I know people talk about that all the time, and that is one of the biggest downfalls with the braiding gel. Even though it helps us to define our parts and to mold our hair, it does, however, sometimes make the hair very white. And yeah. Then you have this braid gel. This is All Day Lock. So this is very, very popular. You might see a lot of people use this for their clients, or when you go get your hair braided, or if you're a braider, you might use this yourself. It has an orange color. Looks like this. This is pretty much done. This, I liked it because it's really good for holding and molding the hair, but the problem with this, it does turn the hair white, and this is not good to part your hair with because after a while it does get very hard and white and just crusty but this is good to hold your braids, so I definitely recommend this. Recently, I started using this. This is Neat Braid, and this is my favorite out of all of them. Reason why, this is good for molding the hair It's also good for parting the hair, and it does not turn the hair white. So this I love. This I've been using regularly. And just like the rest of them, this costs about $15 to $20 depending on the jar size. This size specifically, I believe, is $20. So knee braid is my favorite. You guys have been seeing this one as well. So let me know which one of these are your favorite. And if none of these are your favorite, which one would you recommend? If you're a braider, if you are a client, which braid gel do you prefer?